Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Today is such an exciting day on our program because it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to the hardworking and resilient women who meticulously help to shape our society. You are loved and appreciated. It's also World Lupus Day, and we still continue the celebration of our children. Listen, COVID-19 and its impacts are real, but we must remain positive, spread love, and celebrate the time we have together while being apart. The magazine unfolds right now. It is said that becoming a mother can be a frustrating but very rewarding experience. Today, for the expecting and new moms, we take a look inside the diary of a first-time mother.
I'm Montego, mother of Liam Barrett. When I found out I was pregnant, I wasn't at all excited because I was in my final year at university. But I don't believe in abortion, and I decided that even though it's going to be a hard task, I had family and friends, and I had a wonderful support system behind me. So I decided that even though it wasn't my plan for me right now, I just had to do it. Preparation for Liam. I don't know nothing about having a child or raising a child, so not even nursery rhymes I didn't know. I had to do my research, learn nursery rhymes, and while he was in the tummy, when he was more active than he was supposed to be, I just sing those nursery rhymes to him and it would kind of soothe him down. And even now, when he's here, when he's sick or when he's uneasy, I can always sing back those nursery rhymes to him, and he's okay. While pregnant, I went to the beach, and it works now because he loves water and he loves going to the beach. So I did small things to kind of wean him into this life. The transition, it was rough because a lot of persons had high expectations for me. A lot of persons wanted me to finish college before I ventured into, motherhood. But in my opinion, God always knows what he's doing, in my opinion. And it was rough. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of persons who I thought were going to be behind me. Being a mother, it is a task. It is very stressful. Sometimes you honestly feel like you're going crazy, and other times you just want to hold your son and hug him up and tell him how much you love him. Right now, Liam can't talk. I wish I could understand baby language, that's all. Sometimes when he's hurting or when he's in pain, I can't really understand that, so I wish I could, understand baby language. Motherhood is basically giving up yourself for the sake of your son. Because you have to know, you have this whole new individual, you have to teach him how to be a man, you have to teach him right from wrong, you have to nurture him, care for him. Sometimes people say it takes a village to raise a child, but when the village is asleep, it's you as a mother, you're the only one that's there up with him in the night. Patience. One of the major lessons I've learned since being a mother is patience. It takes a lot of patience to raise a child, and some persons might think that once you become a mother you automatically know everything, but no, you have to understand that, or you have to be open to the fact that you're going to be a student and a teacher at the same time. He's going to learn from me and I'm going to learn from him, and that's how it goes. To be honest, motherhood changed me 100% because in my opinion, I was on a downward spiral. I was partying, I was drinking, I was doing everything that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And when I found out that I was pregnant, all of that changed, because now, as I said before, you have to be raising and nurturing somebody else. You have to be caring for somebody else. And I didn't want to put my son's life in jeopardy. What am I looking forward to the most as Liam grows older? I'm hoping he would be just like his father, or even my father. That's all I want out of him, because his father is an amazing person, and I just want him to follow in that footsteps. I just wish Liam continued to be our saving grace. Last year I lost my brother, and Liam for us has been that glue holding the family together. So I just wish he knows how much we love him and knows how much he means to us. And I wish he continued to grow into this amazing, amazing, amazing baby boy. Yeah. My advice for other expectant mothers is, do not think it is easy. Do not think motherhood is a walk in the park. It is not. You're going to need a lot of support. You're going to need friends. You're going to need your family behind you 100%. And you're going to need the stability of finances. So I just want to ensure that they have a foundation before they even consider getting pregnant, or even if it happens, to just ensure that you take it one step at a time, because it's not a walk in the park.
Having a child born with a disability comes with its fair share of challenges. Sandra Anglin can attest to it. One thing for sure, though, is that many times hard work pays off. Here's her story.
So why do you love to run?
A good game, a good game.
At first, I tell her it make me sad. First time I usually cry, just looking at him, I usually cry and stuff. And I said, Mommy, what you cry for? So I'm born, you know. So now it's coming like nothing to me, coming like I don't even have a special child.
Kirkwind has been diagnosed with cerebral palsy, which impacted the formation of his lower limbs. Cerebral palsy is caused by damage to the brain, which impacts muscle tone, movement, motor skills, and oftentimes sight, speech, and learning. Kirk, however, has not allowed this condition to define who he is.
Kirk is twin. Yes, he is girl and boy. So Kirk born half-4 from Kirkalley. So growing up, there I see difficult and stuff, but people always say nothing is wrong with him because it's girl and boy, so they're normally slow. But anyway, I go back at Spanish Town and I meet the doctor, and she said, Kirk born breech. I said, what is breech? And she said, born footway, which I know him born half-4 the girl. So from there, you know, just monitor him and stuff and so, but Kirk is very active. Cannot walk, but active and climb every tree. That's him grill, him that. I always teach him stuff and him always can learn, him easy remember things. And okay, but I realize him now walk, do all sort of things. The surgery, I remember when it cost so long, but I never get to buy the brace at the time, so it really like set him back then and so.
Without the brace, Kirk's condition could not have been rectified, and as such, he was never able to walk on his legs. Still not deterred by this setback, Kirk went on to make a name for himself by representing Jamaica twice at the Special Olympic Games, earning himself a total of 3 medals.
Going to license school now, going there and I hear about Special Olympic, and They carry him because they come there and interview them and stuff, and they see where him can, you know. So I always carry my son, and so now I get to go on to the Special Olympic. Film specialty, you know, is run pan him on a softball show him do. That's a film sport softball show. So you know, up here so have everything.
Kirk Wint is one of 2 physically challenged students at the License Center of Excellence. He loves sports, and so he had the opportunity once again to represent Jamaica in the Special Games. And so he went to Dubai in February, where he participated in the 50-meter dash. Yes, and he got a silver, and he participated in a softball throw, where he earned himself a bronze medal. We are proud of all our students, and we're even more so proud of Kirk Wint. Our motto here is adding value. And so Kirk is treated like a normal child. He gets to participate in any activity he wants to. There are times when he wants to be the gate man, and he will be out there opening the gate, and he will be assisting them, telling them, shuffle in the bus, go over there. So Kirk is just normal. He's included, he's involved, and he is good.
And why do you love to come to school?
To learn. Take my education.
And what else you do at school?
Play football.
Kirk is an easy student to teach. He's very attuned to things around him. He's amiable, and he fits in very well. There's nothing that he thinks he cannot do. So therefore, his impairment doesn't pose a problem with anything at all. He's just integral in the learning process, and that makes it easy to teach him.
Normally when he wasn't like this old, because he's 17 now, he would hold on and walk around. Now, he rather run around the house. That him can run around the house and reach for. Run outside, that for him, but him have him walker. Him have the power chair and have him walker, but he's not a walker man, he rather run for it and he reach quicker. Yeah man, but you know, bathroom, everything, Kirk can do everything for himself, just not him not walking. Everything, him bathe himself, everything at him that ready to school, everything. But me not make him go like the fireside, you know. Kirk help me. Kirk greater me coconut. Anything for greater him that. Sometimes I say me do it. That's why I not like do nothing for you no more me. That's why everything. Yeah man. Sweep out in room, spread up in bed at him that.
They say it takes a village to raise a child. Kirk's village expands beyond these 3 wonderful women. And with their help, it is safe to say the best of Kirk is yet to be seen.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Tyler.
My wish right now, tell you the truth, I was always hope and pray that one day I would see him walking to me, but I don't know if it's possible, tell you the truth, because he gets older now. So, but I just accept him as it is, and I just hope and pray that thing that he need, him really will get it, because him always want a lot of stuff, and you know, those children what they need, see him having phone there, you know. Yeah man, and I just always want him to be comfortable. Yeah, I always try my best with him.
What you want to tell mommy?
I love you much.
Today's Child Month tip is to encourage your children to call the mothers in the family to wish them a happy Mother's Day. Remember, it takes a village to raise a child. Therefore, children often find themselves with a number of mother figures in their lives. These persons have helped to mold your children over the years with an intention of seeing them successful. Come on now, take a break and give them a call. One kind word, especially now, can create positive ripples. Making Jamaica the place of choice starts with you. Lupus is a lifelong disease that can affect many parts of your life, but many women with lupus live long, healthy lives. Today, as we observe World Lupus Day, remember you can take steps to control your symptoms, prevent lupus flares, and cope with the challenges it brings. Check out this inspiring story.
Okay, let's backtrack a little, or maybe a lot. Growing up, I was always a happy, healthy child and teenager. I remember my sisters being sick, but I don't remember being sick myself until closer to my diagnosis, when I started having like fevers and aches and pains and rashes and headaches on and off. Then my sisters and I went to a fish fry and we all got food poisoning. Now it was so funny. I remember us rushing for the toilet and all kind of thing, and it was a mess. My father took us to the doctor and we all got medication. While everybody was getting better, I was getting worse. And you see, all of them symptoms that were coming on and off, they all came up at the same time. That was when my family doctor suggested that it might be lupus, so she sent me to do a whole lot of blood tests to confirm. Now when she suggested lupus, I went online like an internet child, right? I went online, and that was the worst mistake ever. The information that flooded me and the pictures that I saw traumatized me. I was convinced that if I had lupus, I was going to die. That would have been it. And so I just put that at the back of my mind. I don't have lupus, forget that. However, before my results came back, I got so ill, I had to be hospitalized. And during the course of my hospitalization, the results came back from my family doctor that I was positive for lupus. So she had sent it to the hospital and they did a test to confirm that result, and that was when they diagnosed me with lupus. A diagnosis of lupus isn't just a diagnosis of lupus, right? Lupus affects different systems of the body, and lupus is a condition in which it doesn't feel like it can be a one-man diagnosis kind of thing. It has to go and pull all of these other conditions with it. So for me, yes, I was diagnosed with lupus, but lupus had started to affect my kidneys. So I was also diagnosed with lupus nephritis. It had started to affect my heart, so I was diagnosed with mitral valve prolapse. It had started to affect my joints, so arthritis. Now, I was having widespread pain, and so fibromyalgia, and a whole lot of other conditions. lupus changed my entire lifestyle. So my diet had to change. I couldn't even be in the sun for prolonged periods of time without sunscreen and protective clothing, because I developed what's called photosensitivity, which meant that when I was in the sun, I would get sick or I would flare. I couldn't play sports anymore because of the constant pains that I was in. And I had to take so many medications as literally a walking pharmacy. It was a very difficult time for me, a very challenging time for me, but God gave me balance, because in all of the craziness and the trauma of getting a life-threatening illness, I had the most supportive family. My parents are awesome. I cannot imagine life without my sisters. My sisters are everything. And then I also have like wonderful friends, and so my support system was really strong. It was really strong. I'm so grateful for them. I love all of y'all. Mwah. And what God blessed me with as well was a nice little combination will work really good. Alright, check this. You have indomitable spirit, right? The refusal to lay down and play dead. The will to take back my life and to make the best out of it. So we have that in one section. Then the other section is a nice little working brain. Thank you, Jesus. And he put that together, and that along with faith and the belief is in an unshakable God, a God of impossibilities. All of that little concoction there, yeah, that leads to graduating high school with 10 subjects, even though I was in and out of the hospital. The same thing with university. University was even harder, and I was still able to get a 4.0 GPA, graduate valedictorian for my undergrad degree in criminology and psychology. Was selected as one of the 10 persons in the Caribbean to be accepted into my clinical psychology master's program. Did well, and God never finished with me yet, because then him decide for send me go Jamaica. Thank you CIP and Aldine Chilling for it, where I would do an internship after I'd finished my program. No, that's how the real juicy things them starts. Yes, boo. came to Dominica and magic happened. Magic. Can you believe? So God still never done with my folks? Him still never done with me. And I can't believe say him still never done with me. No, him still never done with me. No. From a pregnant until presently, I have had little to no lupus symptoms, right? I'm actually in remission, and like it just keeps on getting better. I'm telling you, like from where I was to where I am, I wish I could have words to adequately explain how elated I am, how blessed I am. I never thought, I always believed that I'd be in remission. I didn't even mentally prepare for it, to be honest, and I didn't imagine how it would feel, but it's wonderful. It is wonderful. The other morning, you know, I wake up and I see butterfly rash on my face. I say, you know what? I'm not even gonna look on you. I'm not even pay attention to you. I'm not even recognize you because you're one minute in that. Them something they done for. By the evening, I see it gone. I say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. You just keep on giving. I feel so honored presently to be able to live this life and this journey, and to be able to accomplish the things that I've accomplished, to be able to survive the things that I've survived, and to be able to become the person that I am today.
Thanks for watching another edition of Jamaica Magazine. Do join us again tomorrow for another informative program tailor-made with you in mind. Remember to follow us on our social media pages and check out our website, jis.gov.jm. Also, feel free to send your feedback on today's show to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production team here at the JIS, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.